Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I am finally using my new GoPro rig that I've had sitting for way over 6 months, man. I have a really bad habit of having things sit before I actually use them. So I finally got around to unboxing this thing and putting it together. So let me go ahead and show you guys that real quick. So if you guys did see my last vlog video, my old rig was just excessive, over the top, had a pole here that was for a light that I really never used. My microphone would sit up top, just over the top and excessive. The rig was just too much as well. So as you guys can see now, I have my nice microphone right here on the side. Got my trusty little light that just goes up here on top, just not using it right now. And the rig itself, man, it's super small, super compact. Hopefully I won't look goofy out in public. Recording now, maybe people won't stare at me as much, but I love this rig setup so much better, man. Super easy, compact, and not over the top. So really happy I finally got around to opening this. So aside from that, I did show you guys in the last video, the homie was going to come over and help us with the stream setup. So he did end up coming over. Unfortunately, we ran into a little issue. So here's everything set up for the most part. I did have to get a new bookcase because I was overran with pops and little figurines and stuff. So I had to go get a new one. That way I could make some more space, especially on the desk. So yeah, here's everything set up for the most part. So what ended up happening, since I'm going to end up streaming, well not streaming, I'm going to end up playing on my console while I stream. Turns out that I need 2 monitors, so I didn't know that. So this monitor is going to be the one that I'm going to be playing video games on, and this monitor is going to be the one that I'm going to be running my stream stats, my chat, and all that good stuff on. So I had actually ended up going to GameStop that day that the homie came, and I was very fortunate enough to find this thing on sale for 150 bucks. So for what it is, man, I picked it up, good deal. So now we just got to go ahead and get that thing set up with the other one, make sure everything's good to go, get the stream setup stuff finalized, and make sure everything is 100% good to go. So I'm hoping the homie will be able to be here sometime this coming week, if not for sure next week. So that way we have our first test stream going and we can start being real consistent with this, man. Like I had told you guys, I'm going to try my very hardest to be consistent with vlogs, being on social media, and also the streaming, man. So like I said, when I'm not doing the other 2 things as heavy, you guys could come, watch me stream, you know, play games, chop it up, and also talk to me about what's been going on with the cars if I haven't been vlogging, or, you know, just things like that, man. Just something that I want to do to be able to play or just hang out with you guys who, you know, like the vlogs and stuff and are always asking me, oh, what's going on, and I don't always have answers for you guys, or I don't get back to everybody. This is just an easier way for you guys to be able to come out, hang out with me, and I can give you guys updates on things, you know, when things are a little hectic. But yeah, man, I plan on having this thing going for sure, before 2023 comes. This thing will be ready to go. Come 2023, we will be really heavy on the streaming, vlogs, and social media, man, because I've been telling you guys this for probably 2 years already, but I'm really going to make this happen, man, and we're really going to have just HITORI, the brand itself, go strong in general this year, man. So let's go ahead and get out of this room and go ahead and make our way downstairs. So for the most part, that's pretty much updates. That's it. We are going to go ahead and take the Type R for a drive today. I've had it for about a week now, and every time I get in that thing, man, I just end up loving it more and more. It feels amazing to drive, and it's a good machine, man. So let's go ahead and make our way into the garage where she is asleep. She's in hibernation right now. So yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up right now in a bit, let it warm up. That way we could take it for a drive. That way you guys can get a little more of a feel for the car, at least for the most part, while I'm driving it, you know, so you guys could get a little more insight on it, sort of say. So yeah, man, I'm really happy with this thing, man. I have a lot more to say once I'm done driving or while I'm driving, you know, like how I feel about the car overall, how I feel about how much I paid, and just how I feel about the car, man. You know, like I love this thing. I love this thing so much. I'm happy with what I paid, you know. I would have liked for it to have been a little cheaper, but it is what it is. Very rare car, very limited, like I had said before. I'm not too sure how much the US is gonna get. We already know Japan's gonna get a little over 10,000 in the span of 3 years. And if I'm not mistaken, Canada's only getting around 560 in a span of 3 years. The US, they haven't officially released any numbers, but I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's gonna be anywhere from 500 to 1,000 in the span of 3 years. So if it is those numbers, man, that just makes this car that much more rare and that much more limited. Like I said, you know, 64K, little over the top. Everyone has their own opinions on what I spent. Oh, it's just a Honda. Oh, this and that. Well, thankfully, it's just a Honda that I own. You guys don't own it. You didn't have to spend the money. So, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but it's funny to me, man, when people just talk so much shit and they don't even really have half the facts together, don't even know much about this car, man. I've read a ton of comments where it's just like, yeah, you guys don't even know really what you're talking about, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm also gaining more knowledge on this car and just trying to see overall, man, like what we're gonna end up doing with this thing. I do have future plans for it, you know, mods and stuff, but as of right now, there's nothing available. But once mods are available, man, exhaust, intake, things along that line, will start out small and then we'll make it look over the top, man. I don't plan on keeping this thing stock for a very long time, but for the most part, this is going to be my daily. So it'll stay stock for quite a bit until we start seeing some parts come out for this thing. But yeah, man, so let's go ahead and get this thing warmed up and take it for a drive. All right, guys, so we got the Type R turned on. It is nice and warmed up. So let me go ahead and give you guys a little look of the interior. Once again, got the red seats, of course. We got the Type R up on the top. We do have the nice red seat belt and some red accents along the door. Of course, we do have that new nice red carpet with the Type R badging on the floor mat as well, man. I really love the way all the red accent looks in this car. We do have our short shifter and our way to shift knob, of course. Have our wireless charger. Once you get up to the dash, it's nothing too crazy. We do have this nice cool new honeycomb design for the vents, and of course we have our Type R badging right there. And of course we have our Type R badging on the steering wheel, nice red stitching. And for the most part, the dash isn't too crazy, but once you put this into R mode, you do see it change. You get your RPMs and your speed on the side, and of course it'll updates for other things on the car right there as well. So that's a cool little touch. Let's go ahead and show you guys what that exhaust note sounds like when it is in R mode. We will go ahead and take this thing for a drive right now, and we'll have it in R mode. Nice subtle little tone. I guess you really don't notice much of a difference till you're out on the street driving. But yeah, man, we'll go ahead and take this thing out, take it for a cool little spin. I actually myself have not driven it in R mode, so it's gonna be a nice fun little drive, man. So let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road. All right, guys, so we're out in the street. Got my trusty cameraman with me, says I can't do this on my own. So we have the Type R nice and warmed up. We do have it in R mode so that it can perform at its best while I do this little review, if you want to call it. But yeah, man, so right now we're at a stoplight, about to get onto the freeway. So first thing, man, I'm gonna start out with the clutch. The clutch is like butter, man. It is so smooth. I have never driven a car with an easier, smoother clutch in my life besides the 15 SI. So first day I had it, it took me a while to get used to, since I was going from the Sylvia, which that clutch is really heavy, and going from that to this. So I had to get used to it. Felt a little funky at first, but now I got it down. So just my review on the clutch, man. So smooth. I love it. It is so easy to engage with. Even if you're a beginner at driving stick, this is super easy to drive, super easy to use. So I give that a 10 out of a 10, man. We're about to get onto the freeway right now so I can get some speed on the car, man. It's got some traffic out here right now. So now that we're on the freeway, we can have a little more fun with the car, man. We'll start off with the suspension. Someone had asked me in one of the comments in the other video how stiff the car was. The best way that I can put the suspension, man, is it is tweaked perfectly. There's just the right amount of bounciness and stiffness, especially when you're going really fast. It just feels really good. It feels like this car was meant for the track, and that's pretty much what these cars are built for. It feels amazing, man. I really love it. I have a blast every time I'm in this thing, man. It just feels so comfortable. Like right now, we're speeding up in 5th gear, just hit 90 miles per hour. And it doesn't feel like we're going 90 miles per hour. It feels like we're going maybe 30, 40 at best. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, this suspension just makes you feel like you're on a cloud. It feels really nice, man. I don't know. I'm happy with my purchase. I'm really happy. I've owned an STI in the past, and I've owned a 4 Series BMW. And to be completely honest, I find this car a lot funner to drive, and it's just cooler overall. I don't know how to explain it. Over an STI, I would pick this for sure. And over buying another BMW, I would pick this for sure, man. I really have fallen in love with this car and grown to just love Honda so much more. I do have a 2015 SI and I do have the Sylvia, but to be honest, this of course is my favorite car, regardless of it being newer. this is my favorite car, man. I just love everything about it, especially these seats, man. These things just hug you while you're driving. You just feel comfortable. I really love this car and everything that they've done with it. I have driven in an FK8 before. Those cars are really comfortable as well. Nothing against the FK8s. Really nice cars. They're comfortable, like I said, to drive, really fast as well. But I would have to give it to this car, man. I really love this FL5, and I'm really happy with my purchase, man. I really am. I know, again, people have their own opinion, price-wise, sort of say. I did spend $64K, but the way I justify it, again, I was in the market for a right-hand drive car, and I was willing to spend anywhere from around 40 to 50K on a car that I was looking for. And the way I thought about it was, if I was willing to spend that much money on a car like that, then I'm still gonna have to put money into to not just fix it, but rebuild it how I would want. It's gonna be well over 20K. So I'm gonna be spending well over 64,000 on a separate car. With this one, I have what I want. I have it early. Not many people have it or are gonna have it. And I don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money to make this thing fast or faster in general. Once parts come out, we can slap on some parts here and there and we'll gain some power. Hondata's already working on something for this car as well, so we'll see more power on the tune side pretty soon. So that's the way I see it, man. I get a warranty, I get all kinds of things, and I get a brand new car. I don't gotta worry like, man, this thing might break down on me. So that is another upside and another way that I could justify spending the extra 20,000. Like I said, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. I'm happy with what I did, with what I bought. I really love this car, man. And like I said, one of the first people to have it. So once parts come out, I'll be one of the first people to have some videos up on YouTube of working on this car, man. Exhaust, intake, just other things along the lines, man. We'll see what comes out first. All right, guys, so for the quick one time, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little pull on this thing, man. Yeah, this thing picks up power like crazy, man. I don't know if y'all caught how fast we're going, but this thing really picks up speed. Go ahead and do a little turnaround here and make my way back home. Alright guys, so I'm back home from our little drive with the Type R, man. I did do a quick little pull right there at the end, nothing crazy. Just a quick little second or third, man. This thing really does have balls when you get on it, man, and it really does pull. But I did tell you guys, I wanted to give you a little general overview of how I feel about the car, man. So since I've owned it, it's been about a week now. I just gotta say, I really love this car. It is an amazing machine. It is worth every dollar that I paid for it, and it is just top of the line, man. I believe they did a very good job going from the FK8 to this. So like I said, I did pay that 20K markup. This was a $64,000 car. Like I said, man, most people are gonna say how they have been saying, it's not worth that, it's just a Honda, you're dumb, this and that. It doesn't matter, man. At the end of the day, it was my money. I'm happy with my purchase, and I'm glad I did it, man. I'm one of the first people with it. Like I said, I was gonna get a right-hand drive car that I was willing to spend 40,000 plus on. So I would have had to invest well over 20,000 just to repair that and to fix it up the way I wanted. So to get a brand new car, which I won't need to touch really at all to get much faster, that 64K, man, it just justifies itself for me, at least, just with plans that I had and my finances, you know. You might not think it was a good idea. That's your money, your finances. It worked well for me, and I'm happy, man. Like I said, this thing is just an amazing machine. You guys go ahead and feel free to comment down below what you guys think, you know. Like I said, I'm happy with my purchase. This thing just looks so mean, man. And go ahead and move to the front, get those Type R badging. When I saw this thing in the black, man, I had to buy it. I think it looks way better than in Championship White, and I believe it's that Rally I Red. Not a big fan of the other colors, man, but go ahead and give you guys another little walk around of the car and how it looks. Of course, we got those red Brembo brake calipers, nice little Type R badging. This thing is just nuts, man. Then of course you go to the rear and we got that nice red carpet that just really pops out in the rear, man. Since there's not much going on, we have some red accents and the red seat belts, of course, but that red carpet is just really what catches your eye when you look in the rear. And of course, once you come over to the front, the main eye catcher here would be these nice red seats, which I believe they did an amazing job going from the FK8 to these. So nice, man, and they hug you so much better and they're so much more comfortable. And of course, the red carpet up here with the Type R badging. just such a lovely machine, man. I am really, really in love with this car, and I'm glad of my purchase, man. I'll be one of the first people to mod it and to be able to experience other things with the car, man. It's just really, really cool. Super stoked. You guys let me know what you think down below, man. But for the most part, that is it for today's video. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. We'll have more content very, very soon, man. So please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.